This video is best viewed on a stereoscopic 3D monitor or with YouTube's cardboard viewing option. Okay, I'm doing this over. Not that my first B-roll is like going in the trash or anything, but you may notice that I'm running this game entirely differently now, and yeah, I've found a pretty worthy way of running this game in full VR to the point where I just couldn't overlook it. I really had to try it out. So in the fashion of researching games with VorpX, I went ahead and started from the beginning. So scrapping all the progress I did in the first B-roll, going back to the beginning. Now, by the time this video is released, there's probably going to be a tutorial out for the game. I'm planning on making a tutorial. My first run at this game was to determine if I was going to make a tutorial or not, and I learned enough to realize that, yeah, the cinema mode was really good, but after doing that part, I'm like, let's investigate getting that field of view for full VR. And it turns out that I found a solution. So because of that, I'm probably going to make a tutorial demonstrating both ways of playing it, depending on whether the player has a good computer or a bad one or something in the middle, or prefers something full VR with maybe not the best level of comfort ever. If you got some strong VR legs, you'll be able to handle it. But if you don't have strong VR legs, you're better off with cinema mode. So I'm just basically going to end up demonstrating both formats. So right now the shadows are flickering. This is something I may try to mess with, but for now,
I'm just gonna start at the beginning.
I know that these shadows are going to go away, that we're not going to have this problem for the whole game. But right now my shadows are on low. This is very important. This is actually part of the configuration I'm going to demonstrate. You gotta adjust a few settings, and the game won't look its best, but it will look good enough. The thing with these shadows, they look ridiculous, but they are not prominent in the game. This is the only scene that has a lot of shadows in it. These are dynamic shadows. The rest of the shadows in the game are baked. They're basically pre-calculated, so the quality setting won't affect those as much as these. So I decided this would be viable. Given this scene is quite short, you end up in the house rather quickly, so it's not really necessary to go and increase the shadow quality.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
So I'm gonna go a lot faster through the beginning of the game here. Because, well, I know all this. I've seen it before.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Of course. Actually, can I? Okay, that's it. Well, this is looking
I haven't been back since my brother Lewis's
really
funeral.
good. Now, it's a good thing that this game is paced the way it is, because the performance is not optimal, especially not in this scene. It's gonna get better. But in this scene, like if you're new to the game and you log in and you start up VorpX and you get this scene as your first impressions, which you will, you're not going to like the way things are going. In fact, let's check it out, all right? I'm going to open the frame rate meter, and right now the frame rate is 30, 32. We're at a third of what you need for VR. And I even have direct mode fluid sync on for this game. It's actually on auto, but right now it's obviously on. Tracking prediction is even on at this point, because I think if I turn this off, it just won't track well at all. It's a lot better with this on. So yeah, I even need fluid sync. Fluid sync is an option I usually don't like, and in this case it's actually doing wonders for the game. So don't worry. The performance for the game won't be this bad for that long. As soon as you get in the house, things get a lot better. Let's actually look down and see the body model. She's pregnant. You see that? You see that? She's actually pregnant. So I noticed that.
Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring you back.
You see, this is interesting. I did look down while I was in cinema mode or immersive screen mode. I think it happened with both, and I did not notice she was pregnant. So full VR goes a long way. Despite the slight loss of detail, the gain of that field of view that I spoke of in my first B-roll, and the immersive wraparound field of view and head tracking, that shit is just important. It is very important. Yes, the depth perception is amazing, does a good deal of the immersion, but yeah, it's cool to be able to look up and down naturally, and that's actually what caused me to notice the belly, which I didn't notice in cinema mode. So here we go.
This way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
And by the way, there's some baked shadows here. They're rendering correctly. The edges don't look Minecraft-like, so that's the majority of the shadows in the game, especially in the house. So I'm not going to worry too much about these awful shadows. Like I said, this is only the beginning part that looks weird. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so different in full VR. So this light shaft here is correct. Wow. I like being able to look.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
So another annoying thing about this game is the mouse strength is uneven between vertical and horizontal. So I have my horizontal tracking spot on right now, but it seems that the vertical one is off, because when I look up and I look back down, it doesn't seem to go back where it was before.
About my family that only the house knew the answers to.
This could also have to do with the performance of the game right now, where it's basically missing out on some of the frames and not moving as much as it should sometimes. So we're gonna know more as I enter the house and go through a few scenes, which I'm eager to do, and move a lot faster than I did in my first B-roll here.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
So for this playthrough, I will use my normal mouse. I don't plan on ever using my pitch lock mouse with this game, mostly because it'd be too much readjusting. This game is strong on
As a child,
forced camera motion.
Uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Huh, I could swear I saw this text come up differently last time I played. Because now I'm going for the front door, which I was like, why didn't I use the front door first time I played? So I'm going to try it now.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
There we go. Oh.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Okay. Oh, that's so cool.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
That is so cool. So, by the way, a lot of the technical notes I make are not just for you people. They're for me, so when I make the tutorial, I have all this at the beginning of this video, but this is another thing I'm going to do. So I've got 3D strength on 0.45 right now. Very different from cinema or immersive screen. Very, very different. No 3D FOV enhancement. I'm using a different method with Cheat Engine to do that, which I'll demonstrate in my tutorial. Head tracking sensitivity at 0.45. So maybe if I just cheated a little and put it at 0.48, it'll address those issues I have with the vertical axis. Crystal image is on normal. I could put it to off. You know what? I will. I'm gonna go with crystal image on off. The game will end up looking better. My field of view at the moment is somewhere around 140, though I should probably take a look. Oh, 130 is what I appear to be running at. Okay, very good, very good. I appear to be somewhere around 130. It's hard to tell with the float value in Cheat Engine, but that's right around where I am. I have fluid sync to auto, and that's about it. Okay, positional tracking. Probably a really bad idea. Look at this thing freak out. The fog is moving with my head. Yeah, that is not something you want to turn on. That's about it. Let me disable mouse acceleration, actually. And I will not use VorpX's pitch lock, so this should be really good. If I'm not mistaken, on default, VorpX won't disable stereoscopic 3D on Edge Peak. So I can actually use Edge Peak without losing my 3D. Very good. That's what I wanted to see. Now, out of all the VorpX experiences, I have to admit this will not be...
The doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
This will not be the most comfortable one of them. There's a lot of forced camera motion. The performance is really not optimal. It's decent. Like right now, let's take a look at the difference. When I'm in the garage, it's at 45. I could probably turn on, turn a sync render off, fluid sync off, and watch. Okay, I'm getting 52. Never mind. Never mind that I said that. I'm gonna put it back to auto. It's gonna be really important. Fluid sync will come into play, but over here it feels like legit VR head tracking. All of a sudden, it's a lot better. The shadows looking absolutely great with those light shafts rendering exactly where they should. So these are the baked shadows, and these are the ones you'll get in majority in this game.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Crazy how the hand models, this is one of these games that will not have any issues with the hand models. They are almost perfect. It's really just that fluidity of the tracking that you'll notice. It's, like I said, it's a really good experience. I mean, these graphics are amazing. It's looking good, but it's just not the best running experience. I don't think there's much we can do about that. So, will be something I can only recommend to players with good, solid VR legs. If you got some good, solid VR legs, you won't have problems.
I felt like I was home.
Oh, I've just seen this in the Vive, but in cinema mode. This is... this is really different. Because obviously the difference between the two, on one it feels like I'm close to the game, but here it feels like I'm inside it. Oh man,
but
this
instead of a family, there were just
really good.
memories of one.
Look, this is all shit I didn't notice. I did not notice that it was really such a chaotic mess in here that they literally just bailed.
From the night we left.
Like, she says a wreck, but I hadn't seen the broken plate and the tipped over bottle of wine. I didn't notice that shit. Nor did...
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Oh yeah, I did activate this.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Just... wow. What a difference. What does it look like with... oh boy, no, this is... ew. These artificial anti-aliasing techniques are just the death of visuals. Either bring back MSAA or just stick to super sampling. This game's anti-aliasing technique is awful, and I recommend having it off at all costs. I mean, okay, some people might say, "Oh, but you just tried medium. You didn't try anything above it." Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, let's try this. Let's go ultra. I'm probably gonna regret. Oh my god, it looks like I need fucking glasses. It looks like someone submerged my headset in water. That's what this anti-aliasing looks like. These artificial anti-aliasing techniques actually blur the image instead of doing actual aliasing. So I highly advise not using them. Even on a screen, I'd be much happier just super sampling this game and not using any AA technique of the sort whatsoever.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
So if ever there's text that comes out too close to your face and gives you a bit of a double vision, you turn on edge peek with your middle mouse button, or the roller. You click on the roller and it basically goes exactly where it should. And then you turn it off again by clicking the roller. Here we go.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
You notice something here? Yeah, the text is upside down and the fisheye lens is extreme. I do think this is a bad symptom of the FOV from Cheat Engine, though I'll deal with it. I mean, I don't know. Is this going to happen often? I'm hoping not. In fact, I'm goddamn counting on it, but looking through the peepholes, the FOV boost doesn't seem to like that. All right, fine.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
God damn it, that cardboard box looks real. The texture with the... Like, you can almost believe the text is being actually written on an actual cardboard box. This is the beauty of this. I mean, I really enjoyed it in cinema mode and immersive screen mode, but this takes it up 3 more notches.
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
So you see what happened there when it turned left? That was the game. Oh, that's so cool. That was the game doing that. It is sometimes in full control of your rotation. There's nothing you can do about it. This is why I said this is not for the VR beginners, someone with weak VR legs that gets uncomfortable easily. This wouldn't be a good pick. But if you're a seasoned VR gamer, by all means, go right ahead. So there's the peepholes here. I haven't tried these.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
So you see, again, it's upside down. That's unfortunate. It seems that when you blast the FOV past a certain point, which I believe I can control right now still. Yeah. Will it go back around? Nope. It appears that the FOV cheat really causes this to happen.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
It's so cool when the text shows up like that. Okay. These little light shafts are amazing.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
I wish I could get the cat and the light shafts in one view, but no. For a thumbnail.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
This is so cool. When your gerbil has an apartment. Oh, is the... No. Okay, I thought for a second that the gerbil was still in there, like, basically, and had died of hunger or something, but no. 1947, by the way. 1947. It's been a long time. Okay, it's time for one of the big tests in this B-roll. How is this gonna look in full VR mode? Here we go.
December 13th,
Molly.
1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that. First, I'm short, and second, god damn it. There's a body model for Molly, no way. Now, you may have noticed some minor flickering shadows. I don't think I can get them to happen. Oh, they're right there. Okay, nothing too intense. Let's take a look at the window. Oh, it's looking good. Okay. So there's a few graphical glitches here, but nothing that wrecks the entire thing.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh my god, it's like up to my mouth. That felt like she was putting the fucking carrot like directly in my mouth.
My Halloween candy was all gone. I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
The fish is funny. Hi. Oh my god. I didn't actually do this in my first playthrough. I didn't realize you had to keep pressing forward to activate the thing, and I thought it just said, I thought about.
I kept eating and eating.
Now this is gonna be cool too. This It wasn't all the way up to my mouth like the carrot was, though.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Wow. It looks really good out there. Looks really good. Things look absolutely real.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh, wow. Hey, this isn't bad at all. Are the shadows baked again? It's looking that the shadows are baked again. The only thing I notice is now the mouse sensitivity is completely changed, so the head tracking is super sensitive. Like really, really, really sensitive. Still very good though.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Ha! This is so cool. So just wish I don't know what they did to the damn sensitivity here. I guess because you need more, they adjusted it. Because the mouse sensitivity is really weak in this game, even like mine's on maximum right now. And I guess they had to raise it here because it's more of a gameplay section if you want. I'm gonna have to mention this in whatever video I choose to make. That this is one of the issues. Given this is a game I wouldn't recommend playing with a pitch-lock mouse in the first place, this might not be too bad. The other thing I'm noticing is the field of view is also altered in this scene. The cat seems to have a very wide field of view. Makes sense. I mean, it makes it more believable that you're a cat. I guess a cat has more field of view and sees better in the dark. Whew. I missed ya, you little shit. Just want to go see.
The babies were all gone.
This is so good.
I jumped and I almost got her.
This is it right there.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Whew. This is so cool.
I gobbled her up.
Fear of heights,
I
anyone?
was an owl.
So let's see the owl. I'm very...
It was the wind.
Oh
Then I
wow.
heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
So my head tracking right now steers the bird. There's some VR games that are actually like that, believe it or not. The field of view is correct all of a sudden, so that's cool. So I can use my mouse or my head to steer, which is really cool. Oh. Oh, that feels just amazing.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
One bit.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
When he's lost his mind because he's doing too much VR.
A mama rabbit.
A mama rabbit. Give me a mama rabbit. Oh yeah.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
I'm surprised here the performance isn't too bad. And I mean,
Suddenly, I was a shark.
it's probably because the scenery looks great but remains simplistic. And this whole part, Molly's story has a simplistic look to it that just looks good. I love this. You just flail the shark
I
down
rolled
the
off
cliff.
and into the ocean.
Oh,
Now,
this is so
I
cool.
was hungrier than ever.
Is that my seal? Yes, target acquired. Target acquired.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh, this is so cool.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
So now my tracking is dead, and this is intentional because in this scene you're meant to move slow and use the tentacle to move and look at the same time.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled
So
blood
if
everywhere.
if you're playing this game like on the desktop, you can't move your view with the mouse here. So this is perfectly normal. Feels like driving an RC car to some degree. It's really weird.
I was big, but I moved real wide.
Nice. Oh no, no, you don't. Where do you think you were going?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
That's so cool. The way she bumps the letters when she opens the door. His song. Belly with a rusty razor. Let's eat him. I'm sorry, No. Your performance was awful. You needed more gin. Excuse me. I'll just help myself to Mr. Captain here.
Passenger. I was still breathing. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh, these letters is so cool. I thought the text was going to be a big problem in full VR, but
I
nah-uh.
slithered onto the safe.
Everything is going
Smell.
A-okay. Oh wow, this is so cool. Oh, this pipe feels so small. Well, I just found out what it feels like to slither through a toilet hole. Isn't
I got
that
closer
amazing?
and closer.
Oh, them dynamic shadows again. Not doing too well.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly,
Wow.
it was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Holy shit.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Wow. I'm really encouraged right now because that was a true test to see if the game would be able to do full VR at all. If there were to be massive problems, I would have seen them in Molly's scene. So, wow, very cool to see that it worked.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Oh, that's so creepy. Oh my god. I didn't notice the cat the first time I played through. I did fucking not notice the cat. Can I walk on this? No. Oh wow. And the view.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
That's the house over there. The sunken house. This is a really cool view. I mean, I noticed it in cinema mode. I just didn't go this far. The fact that everything can distract you in the corners of your vision, up, down, left, right, makes it really different. This is sort of reminding me the value of VR in every possible way. And that, yeah, I do recommend cinema mode if you have issues with full VR with this game. But down the line, nothing beats full VR. Even if you have lesser performance and lesser detail and have to make some compromises, the upsides of VR totally supersede those compromises. This place is huge. You just inherited of this? If you don't want it, can I have it? Whoa. Oh. What the fuck? Why is there a boat up there? No, that's not... oh my god. This is gonna be cool.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Okay, another interesting test here. How
Looks
is
like a museum.
how is this going to fare with full VR? Let's see if it forces me to have to open
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous
Edge
throughout
Peak,
Norway
no.
for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son.
I'm surprised this is perfectly sized. I mean, the text's a bit hard to read because you gotta look, like, way down. But it's readable. It's not like it's too small or anything. This is
On January
surprising.
7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Wow.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
I wasn't ready for this. This bathroom looked awful in cinema mode, but now it looks even like this is
The
an
only place Grandpa
eyesore.
Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
No shit. What an eyesore. Who the fuck decorates like this? And I like that, you know, someone was cleaning it up and they just gave up and left. Oh, is that Adderall? Holy shit. Someone needed meds. I guess that's the old lady that needed that. Oh yeah, and it won't let you out because they want you to use the next secret. Right, well, let's do this.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
These secrets. It's so cool.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Scale wise, the setting I got is spot the fuck on is the way I could put it. The only thing I find weird is the way the camera rig rotates. It tends to shift while it's rotating a little bit, so that means it's off center. If you play this game and you find that it feels weird when you rotate in front of objects that are very nearby, that's not you, and that's not your settings that are done wrong. There's a sort of back and forth shift to the camera, a bit like Shadow Warrior 2013 had. It seems that Shadow Warrior 2016 or Shadow Warrior 2 does not have this issue. So it's just a head on a stick, I think it's called, the camera rig. It feels a little weird. It's nothing too terrible. It just feels off. Wow. Holy shit, this room is amazing in full VR. Wow.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Alright, here we go.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, these fucking shadows. Okay, the field of view's forced again in this memory, and I was hoping it
My brother
wouldn't
said
be.
he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
So I can probably cheat here. There we go.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
It's hard to adjust the field of view on the fly like this,
I
but
told him going around was impossible.
there we go.
And maybe if I hadn't said that, maybe
Oh my
if the
God.
110 picked up.
This is a lot more intense in full
Maybe
VR.
I'd
Holy
still do
shit.
it, But I doubt it.
Fuck.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh, I can. Oh my God. Holy shit.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Here comes the loop. You ready? Oh, there we go. Fuck. Oh, the house. Oh shit.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
Oh,
And he did.
Christ. Okay, that was awesome. That was way heightened
Calvin's story
by
felt
full
strangely
VR.
familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
So I cheated the FOV by basically reducing it to about 120 for the swing scene and then brought it back. I think it was
Mom
worth
said
it.
Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
But yeah, wow, even if I couldn't have adjusted the field of view, the feeling of the swing was ×5 in full VR. That was amazing. That was actually really amazing. Alright, here we go. Oh, up? Alright, gotcha. This is so cool. Oh, the textures in this game, everything looks real. Even the construction
Packages
materials.
were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
You might be noticing that I'm going fast through this. You might also be noticing that this is B-roll number 2 of this game if you're watching this video. If you made it that far in, congratulations. Thanks for watching this much of my videos, but you might be wondering why I'm going so fast through this part of the game, and it's because I've already done all this barely a day ago. If you want to see my first reactions to all of this content, and I'll tell you when I start seeing new stuff, but if you want to see my first impressions to this part of the game, do watch the first B-roll, which was done using VorpX's immersive screen mode and cinema mode. So it's not as immersive as this, but it's pretty good. Gotta tell you, by some bits, some things were actually better. But for the most part, this is orders of
Growing up,
magnitude better.
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
So this is the room I used to configure my field of view and see that everything was okay. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Something I did is I switched headsets, by the way. I did the first B-roll with the Vive. I'm doing this one with the Rift. I think this game will end up looking a lot better in the Vive. Nothing on the Rift in terms of quality. It's not the Rift's fault. It's that VorpX scales the images differently for the Rift and the Vive. And it's very possible that the Vive just yields you a sharper image. Even though the Vive has slightly less pixel density, the way the image is resized through VorpX for the Vive is more efficient.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh. Ew. Did they just leave everything as is for all this time? I mean, what year is she? 1968? Ew? That looks like a pizza, a cheese pizza that's been sitting there since 1968. See, this family is loaded, clearly. They build this enormous house with all these rooms, and they get these fucking super shutter doors with peepholes and shit. Can I look through the peephole? No, of course not. But they get all this shit done, and they can't afford maybe cleaning up. I mean, I know you want to keep a tribute to the people that have passed in your family, but don't you want to clean up? This is unsanitary. This is the popcorn. I can almost smell it. That's disgusting. Guys, that's really disgusting. I just want to see that I've checked out everything in this room, because I did play I don't want to say carelessly, but the first B-roll, I notice I miss a lot of dots where you can click and see pieces of the story. Don't know why that happened. It's happening a lot less now. Oh, there goes the game. I blame this 63-year-old pizza. I blame this really old pizza for what just happened right now. I had to restart my recording because this book, as soon as I tried to open it, something crashed. I'm not sure it's the game. The runtime was the first thing I saw on Windows say it had crashed. Now, go figure, VorpX didn't even crash, just the runtime. So this is really weird. The runtime auto restarted. I had to close the game. I basically managed to salvage my recording on OBS because the GPU driver didn't crash, right? So I went to hit stop recording before that would ever happen. Fortunately, it didn't happen at all. So I was worried that this was a cause of a crash. However, then I reopened the game without recording, opened the book, and everything went fine. So hopefully, now that I'm recording, this happens correctly again. This may have been a random crash after all. So let's see. It happened right here. All right.
All the stories people wrote about Barbara's death,
This looks good.
I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
This looks very good. I didn't get here. It crashed before that. So I think it was a random crash.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Oh, I'm seeing something way wrong here.
As a child star,
Or not.
Barbara was famous for her scream.
There we go. So now I've enabled Edge Peak for this scene. It's probably gonna play a lot better that way. It's not giving me cross-eyed fuckness, which is when the image is too close and makes you want to go cross-eyed.
A local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
So this is a lot like immersive screen mode or cinema mode, but it's a little better actually because it pushes it far enough. I don't mean a little better overall. I mean for this scene specifically.
You just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend.
Yeah, this is really
was
good.
about to demonstrate when.
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, this is the moment of truth for this scene. Let's see what it looks like in full VR. Okay, in full VR, go figure, this is not as bad as what I had in cinema mode. In cinema mode, it felt like the scene was trying to go through my face in terms of 3D depth. This is not good right now, but if you enable Edge Peak, it's excellent. So cinema mode needed to be pushed back a great deal. Full VR is just a little too close, but if you enable Edge Peak while you're in full VR, this is smooth sailing. So let's do this.
Found the key. She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, this is so cool. This is actually going to be a lot better than, Why are the shadows correct in this, and they can't be in the rest of the game? Look at this, everything's perfect.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, this is so... Oh, wow, I'm gonna enjoy this one a lot more like this. This is so cool. What the fuck?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
I'm disappointed at these developers. Not that they didn't make a great game. They really did make an excellent game, but you had little to no work to do to at least get seated VR working for this game. Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it? Even this works in stereoscopic 3D. Like, for fuck's sake. This should have been done in VR. If I whack some cardboard boxes. Okay, they didn't go that far. I'm asking too much.
Rattled and grew stale.
Oh dear! I love. Alright.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your screen.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then
I'm
act-
furious, like,
All I'm getting
so
from you now is
badly.
you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
This scene is just a delight. Can I go up the ladder? Let's try to find Easter eggs here. Nah, can't go up the ladder. Wow. I'm fucking amazed. Did I even notice that in cinema mode? I don't know. Yeah, I think I did. I think I did. Let's not over-under notice things here.
Walter had vanished,
So
but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the Hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
haha, smashing, get it?
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Walter, get the fuck out from under the bed. You little shit.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Oh my god, these are so good looking. These scenes are amazing.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groan.
Good crack!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Here's where I think the story ends. I think she got thrown down this thing and died down there. This is what I think happened. This story is obviously a glorified version of what Barbara went through, written by Edith, if I'm not mistaken. And it's really, really weird that she completely disappears. I don't think is the case. I think she actually tragically died here.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
That is so cool, the way the door shows up at the bottom right. But yeah, I think she died from that fall or something like that. The boyfriend may have something to do with it, which the crutch seems to explain.
was dying to speak to young Barbara.
I took my time there, so it actually made the thing ring faster.
She heard whispering. It was coming from
Inside the house.
Oh dear.
We love you.
Surprise her. For Barbara.
See, this part I don't think existed and all that.
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going
To be famous.
And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but
That's another story.
As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh, that laugh. You're retarded, dude. Alright, back to normal field of view. And the ear and the last page. So I don't know if even the ear, like, if she got murdered, did the killer actually leave her
Barbara
ear
wanted
there?
this to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
There you go. Because it is kind of a happy ending for something gruesome. I don't know if, like, in the house I'll be able to find an article on her actual death. If anyone's found Easter eggs that explain the death better, which I don't think such a thing exists, I'd love to know. I'd love to know, is it the boyfriend or is it that murderer that we hear about on the radio? Which I think might actually be the case. The murderer that we hear on the radio and the he might have actually taken care of the boyfriend too. Or it's the boyfriend. Because in private investigations, such as John
guess now I
Smith
know why Mom
investigators,
didn't like me playing with the
it's
music
always the
box.
boyfriend. So there we go.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
That's a little thing I missed when I did my first walk through the house. All right. Here we go. Keep winding. Keep winding. Once you do this at the beginning. Aha! This is so cool. So, let's go find more stuff out. Who drank bleach? Who drank laundry detergent, ammonia, cleaning fluid? I'm pretty sure that at least 2 family members by now probably died of the products on that shelf. There's plenty of products to die with. Wow, this looks so much like what I saw in the comic. In fact, I was taken by surprise in that comic how so many parts of the house look... in fact, they all look identical. They're just simplified. It's like they used the same 3D meshes and just applied a cell shaded effect on them. Is amazing. This water heater looks absolutely real. Everything down here, the grittier it gets, the more real it looks. Oh, Sven.
Mom said the basement was off limits. Unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh, God. Okay. Or maybe if you want flesh-eating disease, there's probably a good deal of flesh-eating disease down here. Do not get a cut and not disinfect it. Just saying. So yeah, this was Sven's workshop, and surprisingly, Sven did not die of a flesh-eating disease. Instead, his slide basically killed him. Wow.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Suspicious? Oh. Wasn't the thing hanging from here in the comic? And now it's here, the punching bag? Yeah, I could swear it's actually hanging from here in the comic. Or the basement was laid out
I thought
differently.
maybe she was hiding presents.
I'm worried. What am I gonna find in this fridge?
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh, fuck. What the f... You guys have a lot of money. Oh, shit. Okay, she...
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Oh, wow, dynamic shadows. This is bad. These spotlights are really, really bad because the dynamic shadow cutout.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
There we go. Oh, wow. Holy fuck, wow, wow, wow. This is a
If
bunker.
there's a pattern in all these stories. I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter. So Walter decided, fuck it. Everybody keeps dying in this family. I'm building a bunker so that I won't die. Wow. He even had a fake window view with a painting in it. Holy shit, Walter. How? It doesn't even look real. I mean, no wonder he probably eventually tried to get out of here. Because 1952 to 2005. Let's check this out. This is going to be really interesting.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years he spent. And again,
On
the
that first
field
day,
of view that's
after the
tight.
shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days,
I have to use my mouse to do this. This is cool.
that's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
That felt like he was actually eating these.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
So, the field of view is way too strong
Even a
in this
monster
scene.
on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
Not too sure why the game did that.
Almost friendly.
Almost friendly. But, yeah, there you go. It seems that all the flashbacks have
And then one
enhanced
day,
field of view.
everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got
There's no
tired of
rumbling.
waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Ew. That's so, like, up to my mouth, it feels like I'm actually eating them. Oh,
It's been a
cool.
week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
The field of view is fucking correct for this part. So it's just the part he's sitting down opening cans. They blasted the field of view. Alright. These are all important things. If I'm gonna make a tutorial, I want to point out what isn't correct. Let people know, like, if you're ready to deal with that issue and that issue, then go ahead and play this. And why are the light shadows now correct? See, this is what I found so weird. The way they used dynamic shadows in
I know
this
it's out
game
there
isn't
somewhere.
clear to me. This tunnel is, like, this light is perfect. So he's...
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
Wow. This is so cool. He refuses to leave the house through the house. He'd rather punch a hole through the wall with a frickin' mallet. Or a sledgehammer. What the fuck? What, is someone in the house looking to eat you or something? Why aren't you going through... There's something weird about the people in the house.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
No, you're not. I know
I don't
what
mind
happens
if I'm
here.
having a
This is actually really sad to see it firsthand, but
gift for a single week.
this isn't really firsthand,
I'd be
right?
happy.
I'm just being misled to think that by the VR.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
The train was just late. That's really sad.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Well, we got almost the entire bottom done. Guess Sam's next. Oh, wow. Fucking wow. That... I knew, I'd seen this story, literally, in the review I watched.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
But I wasn't ready for how sad that was. That was fucking sad. Because now you get to... You feel like you're in his shoes, and you're like, finally, freedom. Hey, buddy, no. No, haha, think again. Is that a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, but it's not the sun. It's a train. Alright, here she goes. Same thing I did with
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up
Walter.
like Walter.
I don't think so.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
What else didn't she
I
tell
can
you
only
about?
imagine what else she was hiding.
Yeah. Holy shit, yeah.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Ew. When I picked up the sledgehammer, I realized the last second I hadn't looked to the left of what was there, but now I just realized, ew, that's his garbage chute. That's disgusting. It must smell. I almost smell this place. This is disgusting.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Wow. Fucking wow. Saving, yeah.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two.
Oh yeah, maybe two. One's missing, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
Shit, I hope there's no
And found out what
train
happened to
coming.
everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
I spoke of this in my first B-roll. Coupled head movement. Watch. The player now
Maybe we
steers
believed
where I
so
look.
much in a family curse. We made it real.
I agree with that. I think that that is the entire story of this game. There is no family curse. They just made it real by, you know, maybe they had the first 1 or 2 deaths in the family history were unlucky and seemed to be like very tragic and sort of unlikely. But then they believed they were cursed, so it just kept happening over and over again. Like when you dread something bad enough, it's actually gonna happen. This looks absolutely amazing. This scenery is just breathtaking. This is so fucking cool. I mean, these dynamic shadows are garbage, but
maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
shh. Don't talk crazy, Edith. Don't talk crazy. They're a combination of perfectly good baked shadows with terrible dynamic shadows. Don't know why. I think this game would do great without the dynamic
But I thought you
shadows.
should know about your family.
Oh, she's writing that to somebody. Right. I forgot about that. Is this the slide? No, that's a
And the
totem.
history you're a part of.
Seriously, just look at how they built the house. It looks
To
like
be
it's
honest,
been
I
built
think
by
most
crazy
audiences
people.
Probably do right now.
It literally looks like there was an asylum nearby and everybody escaped, came here and built a house. Just built by crazy people. The house makes no fucking sense. But what a sad story so far.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, that's a good
It's
question.
embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
What the fuck happened here? Oh my god. Holy shit. For fuck's sake, these people... Either there's like, this is 3 or 4 generations worth of pets, but still, that's a lot of dead pets, guys. That's...
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Wow. Oh, this is so cool. Died December 5, 2010. Walter Finch, 2005. Barbara, 1960. That's amazing.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My
Old
mom
school.
was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
What? Holy fucking Jupiter shit.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
That is so cool. Okay, how's this gonna go? I don't know. Okay, there we
Edie
go.
said she dreamed about the old house every night.
The old house. This is so cool. I mean, the zoom and everything feels like aim down sights in VorpX. Most of the time doesn't work out well at all. This is pretty much the same, but just cool to see the old house. And then I think I just back out of it like that. Those dates don't make sense because the ones on the sides are the kids. For fuck's sake. Milton Finch, 92.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar. Who's Sanjay? 2010, Lewis Finch. Was he born? 88. Jeez. Nobody lives a normal
There's so many
life in this
things I wish I
family.
could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along.
I
For me
guess.
to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
And also, what was really nice of her is to leave some magic in the house that made these little letters float around so you could read the story. Wouldn't that be cool, though?
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh my god. You're 22 fucking weeks pregnant. Holy shit. It is up to me to make sure that she doesn't get killed in the process. Can you walk on the glass? No, you can't. They actually don't even let me walk on the glass. Whoa. This is so fucking weird. You people are just weird. Can I climb this? Oh yeah, there's a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
So again, I gotta mention, for those of you who don't like these shadows, these blocky shadows, you might have noticed, made it this far into the video, that there's not a lot of them.
They were both pretty intense.
I will look into disabling them. By the time I make the tutorial, it's possible that I have means of just killing off those shadows. Oh, this is Sam's story. Alright, let's get into it. Wait, no. Open it, damn it. Here we go. What the fuck?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
This is so cool.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
So, this is amazing. The camera views in freaking 3D. There we go. No way.
What?
Perfect.
I thought, for a second, I thought I just had to take a wide angle shot, but I used the forward key to zoom in. This is so cool.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey!
That's the keeper.
Nothing quite like running outside.
So for those of you who are not watching
I'm not
this
always gonna be here, Don.
in
You'll
3D,
need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
so for those of you not watching this in 3D, what I'm seeing in here is like a little frame with a 3D window in it, which is amazing. I didn't expect that
Last
to
time I was
work
with
this
my brother
well.
Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Such as?
I found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Oh yeah, you bet I do.
Let's see.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
Nice.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Where is he? Where is he?
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
There we go.
Do
Nice.
I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don!
Oh. She's
proud of you,
sad that
Dawn.
she shot the
Always
deer.
remember that, okay?
Oh, this is cool. I'm controlling.
Sorry, Don, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Oof. Oof. The picture is still in 3D. Holy fuck.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh. Shit. I'm really surprised that picture is still in fucking 3D. That's really sad.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
And that is the picture where, yeah. That's so sad. Before I leave this room, I want to check it out. Okay. Not okay, but okay. All right then. No more here. Wow. The insides of this house is so amazing. All these assets, I wonder if they designed them themselves, like down to the textures of this central air system and this fan, and because everything looks so real.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh, here we go. Gregory, Dawn, and Gus with a dollar sign. Just want to look around a moment. This is a little climbing wall. Can I? Oh, it'll let me.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Wow. Okay, let's go see what happened
At
to the
time,
brothers.
it was as far away as she could get.
I can see Gus, and I think Gregory, but not Dawn. Oh, because Dawn is her mom. For fuck's sake. 1976 to 1977. Here we go, folks. This is another really big test for VorpX in full VR mode.
Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Hey, the field of view is right.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
So this is full forced camera motion. Didn't expect much in that regard. And the dynamic shadows are obvious here. Unfortunate, but... Let's see what we got here. Oh my god, and when I click, the frog leaps.
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Oh, the text on the left of the tub and I can't see it.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Whoa.
I wonder what he saw.
Oh, so I can control the damn frog. This is so cool.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
There's stuff I want to say, but I'll say it after.
It sure made him happy.
What the fuck? Poor whale's upside down. Get her upright. There we go. Let's get a happy whale going. If you want to recreate how a baby feels like when they take their bath through interactive media, this is pretty much how you fucking do it. This is fucking amazing. Holy shit. I can't even read what's on the whale. I think there's a message there, just can't read it. Holy shit. Nice.
But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
And there goes the phone again. So there's the text I'm missing right now.
I wish he could have told us.
Oops.
About the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory.
Holy shit.
About everything.
Gregory's fucking high.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Wonder if I could save Gregory by pulling this thing and change the past. See, like that?
I'm sure he's happy.
Oh.
He'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Wow. And that's the divorce contract. I didn't notice that at first. Wow. For fuck's sake. How much sadness can you pack in a video game for just... A little baby died. And it's weird how they made it look happy, like a happy event. Wow. You know what I wanted to say when the scene started, and I said there's something I want to say, I'll say it later, is they managed so far to sort of make you relive the imagination of a 10-year-old through Molly, and now the imagination of a baby through Gregory, which is, it's a tall order to go into baby territory, right? Because we don't, most of us who are old enough to design a video game or interactive media don't have that good recollection. We're too old to have a recollection of how we were when we were babies, but that's, I don't know, as far as my knowledge of being a baby, it's fucking accurate. That was impressive and deeply troubling. All right, if that wasn't enough, let's go for Gus. What?
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
Let's go. Her mom wrote a poem for Gus.
Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
The field of view is correct, by the way. No head tracking. I'm cool with that.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
This is so cool.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, wow. There's some text on the statue. On the totem, which is still standing, by the way. Wow. There you go.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
What? Holy shit, this kid's a badass.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Where's that tent? Oh, there it is. Oh shit. There's torches and everything.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
I wish that. Whoa. Oh shit. He was crushed by the fucking
I wish
tent?
that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh god. For fuck's sake. The tent crushed him.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Wow. Wait a minute. So Dawn it's true, Dawn died because she inherited the house. Oh fucking hell. She's the last or before last Finch alive. Okay, there's this over here, which is... Oh, that's where I came in from. I thought there was going to be another little story. Emergency evacuation plan. No playing outside without permission, no answering door for strangers, no messes after dark, all chores before dark, respect others. Jeez, look at the insulation foam. The door is locked off. Can I see through the peephole? No. Raise flag, 7:30 a.m. Breakfast, 8 a.m. Quiet time, 11 p.m. Duties, dawn. Sweep, trash. Gus, mop, mow yard. Greg, be a baby. Routine, jump rope, 100x. Jumping jacks, 150x. Push-ups, 100x. Crunches, 100. Run to mailbox and back. What the fuck? Okay, let's do the climbing, which locks my head tracking, obviously. So I'm late in the video to say this, but it was obvious there's going to be spoiler warnings, but if you want to get a piece of this game for yourself, I mean, feel free to stop watching the video. I'm probably going to end up going through the whole damn thing. I mean, this is something I wanted to do anyways, just it'd be a shame that you don't get to experience these for yourself. I mean, I have the entire game spoiled to me story-wise by Joseph Anderson's review, intentionally. No hate towards him. I wanted to watch that review in its entirety. But I also, that review made me want to play this game. And now playing it, I'm realizing that, you know, spoilers, sometimes they don't spoil everything for you. This shit down there was deeply troubling. I would say that every story sort of caught me in my own way. That watching someone else's experience only goes so far. You still have a shot at experiencing it for yourself, even though you know what's going to happen.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Oh? I would have thought because she wasn't, like, she was like, fuck God, fuck this bullshit, right? You know what I mean?
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Ah, there you go. So that's who Sanjay is, who's also dead, by the way.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Wow.
Louis was born a year later.
Oh, the missing signs. Holy shit. Fuck me with a hedge trimmer. This looks awesome. Holy fuck. Okay, we're going into the
When my
crazy
dad
part
died,
of the house.
I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Sage Time Basin. Just so...
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
And it looks like a lot of them actually land in the correct spot. The really unfortunate part of these shadows, they cost so much frame rate that I have to leave them as they are. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna look for a way to turn them off.
Things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Oh. Observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. Actually, 7, there is never a conclusion in silence. You go from hypothesis to experimentation, data, and then theory. You have no conclusions in science. That is the beauty of science. You're always open to refining. Just like when I do a configuration with VorpX, there's always room for refinement. For fuck's sake.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh, shit. Okay, but just listen to me. You said things were normal for a while? Hang on. This is not fucking normal. None of this is normal. It was never normal. Not normal at all. Just saying. Y'all people are fucking nuts. But let's go check out Milton's castle, because it looks really cool.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh shit. Weird. Oh, how come the peephole shows me a really weird version of this? This is a lot more accurate. Just look through the window, damn it. Let's see if I... Oh, I can't go the other way. I know I can enter. Okay, well, let's just fucking enter. Worst security ever. Wow. shit. This is really fucking cool. This game keeps giving me goosebumps, for fuck's sake. Alright, Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Ah, there we go. I have to move my mouse. I think I can use my arrow keys. Oh. Yeah, I can use my arrow keys to speed it up or slow it down. This is frame by frame. This is amazing. What? What the fuck happened?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Wait, what the fuck happened to Milton? That doesn't tell me what happened to Milton at all. I mean, I get that he disappeared, but... Did you fall off your tower and into the sea? Can you do that? John Smith. I'm going to be calling John Smith when I'm done with this fucking game. That's it. I'm done.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Did he make that? If he made that, he was kind of a genius, this kid. Wow, this is amazing.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
What in all 78 fucks is this? And then I'm trying to understand where Milton could have fallen to that they never found his damn body or some shit, because this is... Holy fuck.
Mom
Alright.
definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Alright guys, we're going to the crazy part of the house. This is...
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, here comes the cannery. So there's... What the fuck? What?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Yeah. There is a boat on top of the house with a hookah and a stoner living in it, or used to live in it. So he used to play video games and smoke weed in this room.
Lewis and I spend a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah, because it's too fucking high. Holy shit, look at that big screen. Okay, he had a pretty good rig, eh? Pretty nice setup. Holy shit. Locker contents. I don't see the little thing that shows his date of birth, date of death yet. I see the little book icon. Okay, let's just, I'll bite.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Oh.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery.
The FOV is correct, by the way. Everything is,
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Where's the fish?
wander.
Oh. Oh, I gotta eat. What?
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small.
This is... I'm controlling the fish thing with my mouse, and I have to move through this fucking map with my arrows. This is fucking weird. Whoops. I fucking suck at this.
Way about. Then something new.
What if I do this? Nope, I'm not missing out on anything.
Bats. And toads.
Oops. So I do have the feeling that there's something wrong with this section, because I'm not seeing like this. There we go.
And things that have not names.
Let's try to get a few fish done. Oh my god. Okay, out of... Hey, grab a fish. Dude, that is just intentionally made like that. What the fuck?
He knew it was all in his head.
Grab a fish! Fucking hell. Oh yeah, they made it intentionally tedious. Come on. Grab them fish and throw it. So the more... There we go. Okay, so there is something missing on this. I should be seeing a character on this map. On that map he's hallucinating.
took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Okay, I see what's going on. This thing is offset, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with the field of view modification. Whoops. Grab the damn fish. Good job.
But he found something more.
Oh, now it's 3D, is it?
I worried about him then.
Yeah, you see the character's shadow and everything? Yeah, and I see the character now. Oops. Okay, so this, I would say that this is the first part in the game that is extremely difficult to play, if not impossible, due to full VR. Like literally, this part is gonna take me 300 times the amount of time it's supposed to take. I can't see what I'm doing. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to readjust it to a stock field of view so that I can see my character, go through the scene, and then get out of it. There we go. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
This guy's a model employee?
Tireless, focused.
Look at me fuck with the... I'm seriously fucking up with the fish.
So I let him go on.
So I have to hold the mouse button. And not accidentally let it go. No.
It seemed very promising at first.
Notice how his fantasy is filling up more and more of the damn view.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
I'm trying to see how this shit works, and I can't seem to be able to do the fish part. The game part I'm fine with, but the fish part, I don't know if this is VorpX messing the controls up, but... Like, I click, he grabs, and then randomly lets go. So I'm not too sure what's going on here. Wow. That's unfortunate. Okay, let me just go with my new friend and enjoy RuneScape. This is obviously RuneScape.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
What the hell? There you see? I don't know if this is intentional in the game for it to be like that, but this thing is freaking the fuck out. This is not playable right now. Unless I have to move like really slowly. I still... What the hell just happened? I'm moving the mouse as slowly as I can right now. And most of the time he tosses the fish through the guillotine before it's even beheaded. There we go. Holy
Built the city
crap.
up slowly, brick by brick.
What? Stop letting go of the fucking fish. I have no idea what's going on, so I'm just gonna play the...
Then he made musicians. and songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
I think I get it. No, I don't. I have no idea what I'm doing.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Really? Really? I have no idea what you're talking about, lady. He's losing it.
Then one day it struck him. At all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
Really not sure what these controls are supposed to do. Unless not like I don't know how to play a video game, I really think that VorpX glitches this part somehow. With the head tracking, there's something up with this.
were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
So it does look like I really had to turn head tracking off for this part to work properly, because now suddenly
And he won.
this scene is doing exactly what I wanted it to, which is fucking play normally.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, wow. Wow. Holy shit.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
See, with the head tracking off, this works as intended, I believe.
New Louisville.
Whoops.
St. Louis.
St.
He
Louis.
started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Wow.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
God damn it. Did this again. What the hell is going on?
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Hampton Queen.
handsome queen.
See, now I'm clicking, I'm swaying, I'm doing whatever the fuck. It does not want to pick up the fish. Pick up the fucking fish.
The queen was on
Oh,
her
wow.
own quest for
Sinister serpents. I think the fish are gone. Nope, they're not. Jeez.
He followed the sound of her electric sitar.
Ugh. Come on. Grab the fucking fish.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Wow. I really hope this doesn't control like that on the desktop. I'd have to try it, but I'd have to play the whole game on the desktop to get here. Oh my god. I mean, they feel as slippery as fish would, but this is completely fucking ridiculous. There has to be something VorpX is doing to this. So fuck the fish for now, because they're driving me completely apeshit.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh yeah, sure, send Lewis more fish as he's losing his fucking mind and escaping into what appears to be RuneScape, no joke. There we go. It goes a little better since I turned the head tracking all the way down, but this controls like garbage. I don't know if that was the intention, because I know that this scene is meant to be really weird in that regard. And like everything, notice as the graphics of his hallucination
But he was so
are
proud of
improving.
having created it.
So, if I'm not mistaken, oh my god, this is, let go of the damn fish. I gotta chop one here for this door to open. I have, oh my god, this is the worst shit. Jeez Christ.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I think I know what's happening. VorpX resets cursor to center if
Someone
nothing's
who never
happening,
learns
even with the
successive
head
rules.
tracking
I
off.
think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
This is amazing. Look at how it's, whoa, morphing. All right, let's go back to the head tracking. So this is really unfortunate to have a blemish like that in this game. So I'm gonna have to make a note about that. And to bring back the field of view. All right, got my field of view reset. Hopefully this is the only blemish in this game, but it's a big note I'm gonna have to do if I make a tutorial about it, because that was borderline playable, if not just downright unplayable. I'm gonna assume, yeah, come on, there's a weed leaf on the
Began to
locker.
forget the world we know.
So to explain to you people what was back there is that he starts with like, he starts imagining something. It starts off as a very crude black and white maze that he walks through. And as he goes, this job is so monotone, and this guy obviously has a mental illness, but his job is so monotone that he feels compelled to dream more and more, daydream on the job, and his daydreams start taking over, which is why at the end you barely see the damn fish. Like, you see it before it gets cut, and then it's gone out of mind next, right? And the daydream completely takes over. Oh wow. Oh, that looks so cool. Holy shit, this looks like a scene out of BioShock Infinite. Oh, look at all the salmon.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Wow. See, despite that issue I just went through, this is still worth reliving or living for the first time. In full VR mode. This is absolutely amazing.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh, wow. I have to click. He's far gone, dude. Do I have to? Oh no.
I still thought I could save him.
Oh no.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
What the fuck?
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Holy Jupiter shit, what the fuck?
Including the wise Calico, who'd insisted on advising me.
For fuck's sake. How much work was put into this fucking game?
Holding his crown.
Alright, so yeah.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh boy.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Wow.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Hey, that's... I just got Edie missing. Holy shit.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Right, because he's Indian.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
Oh shit.
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
No. Oh, fuck. Someone smashed the stairs. It's just really fucking
I'm
old.
not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
This part of the house is getting scary
My mom ended
because...
up leaving everything behind.
Oh my god, that's her room. Everything is stacked on top of one another and doesn't look very well built, so it's kind of fucking scary. It's almost like it's gonna crush the original
What
house.
happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, that's too high. That's
Maybe
gonna
it should've
fall.
come sooner.
Oh shit.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
All right. Let's do this.
last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together.
Oh, cool.
And all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh my god. There's another entrance to the fucking library. Wow.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, wow.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Oh,
There'd
wow.
been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful, you know.
Yeah, it must smell
I've
like
seen
ass.
that house every day of my life.
Holy shit.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
No, you didn't. I'm headed straight for it.
I got turned around.
Did you?
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Whoa. That's really fucked up. That was definitely seeing things.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh, fuck.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh, I know how this ends, and it's gonna suck the way it
Things
ends.
I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Bitch. You fucking broke it.
Mom dragged me to the car.
Damn it. Oh, I wish I had seen the
never
rest
saw
of
it
that
become a
story.
movie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Oh. Oh, wow. That's so cool.
We both tried to make the best of it.
So yeah, Edie's story is incomplete, and it's like you want to see the old house, and boom, it ends right there. Fuck. Ah, that's so cool. The letters.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Oh shit.
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Oh, so she's writing that
still
for
not sure
her
what to tell you about all this.
to-be-born child.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Am I coming out of the womb?
But now I hope you'll never see it.
I'm coming
I
out
just
of
want
the
to meet
fucking
you.
womb.
And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh fuck. Holy shit. I either forgot about that or wasn't paying attention to the review, but... Oh shit. Edith dies. Holy fuck. I got about 10 times more than I expected for my money here. This was amazing. I'm pretty happy to see the only thing that went wrong was Lewis's scene. For the rest, everything worked out really great. So at this point, I got enough footage to use for my tutorial, and I got enough data or information in order to create the tutorial in the first place. I'm speechless again. This is one of the best interactive experiences I've ever gone through. Do you want to call this a game? Kinda, yeah. There's actually a lot of gameplay within it, but it's more of a storytelling experience, and wow. Like, holy crap. All the devs' pictures as kids. That is cool. That's actually really cool. Designer, programmer. What? Really? Oh, cool. Programmer. Yeah, I would expect a team this big on a game like this because... Holy crap. Alright. I'll let the credits roll. Hopefully they're not too long because my camcorder's gonna run out, and that's gonna be a really good B-roll. I'm gonna have to put a big, huge, fat spoiler warning on that because obviously don't want people watching through and realizing that they're basically going through the whole game. You guys definitely need to play this game for yourselves and then maybe come back and see my reaction to it. But this is meant to be played. I mean, spoiling yourself by watching a review is one thing, but watching the entire game played by someone else is another, and then maybe you're spoiling too much, right? But yeah, this is I did not expect that at all. I knew what to expect and yet had no fucking clue what was coming my way. This is really amazing. It's funny, I can imagine the day where they're like, okay, we're about to ship. Everybody bring in pictures of you as kids. Ah, fuck. Wow. That is really cool. That's Annapurna Interactive. Those are the publishers, and the developers, I missed the name, it was all the way up there. Ha, playtesters, it's a stack of books, that's so cool. Oh my god, those are all playtester names, that's so cool. That's actually a pretty big team. Cool. Giant Sparrow. The end. The replay is story option. Oh, cool. Now I can actually replay a specific story, so I'll be able to test Lewis's fucking disaster of a story for VorpX. This is the only one that really caused me problems. The rest worked perfectly. Alright. This has been What Remains of Edith Finch, VorpX B-roll. Very productive VorpX B-roll. On Stereo 3D Productions, and I'd like to thank you for watching all the way through if you made it here, but this is going to be a hell of a long video. I'll publish it much later than the time I recorded it at, because this is mostly in preparation for the tutorial, but I always do that. When I have the video available, I post it later. They're usually enormous videos, so this is probably one of the longer ones. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.